Andrew Tucker, and welcome to Andrew Tucker World. What's going on, all my great people? What's going on, all my boxing fans? I guess some boxing fans, I don't think they really watch boxing like that. I don't really think they watch boxing. Like, y'all sleeping on John Ryder, you know. I guess y'all forgot or forgetting who John Ryder is. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't understand. I don't get it. Like I'm lost. You know what I mean? Like, I favor Canelo to win the fight, but John Ryder has he has a chance. It's a chance he could win this fight. You know what I mean? I guess you guys are looking at the 5 losses, right? You know what I'm saying? John Ryder, 32 wins. Yes, he has 5 defeats, only 5 defeats. 18 wins coming by the way of knockout, known as the gorilla. You know what I'm saying? Y'all gotta understand, like, they called him the gorilla for a reason. You know what I mean? Like, he just got through defeating a very tough and dangerous boxer puncher and an undefeated fighter in Zach Parker. Y'all forget about that. I felt it was a close fight, but I felt that John Ryder actually won the fight when I went back to rewatch the fight. When I went back to score the fight, I went back to watch that fight. I think I went back to watch it about 3 times. I went back to watch it 3 times. And John Ryder most definitely won the fight. You know, I can't be mad if some people had to split decision, John Ryder. If some people had unanimous decision, John Ryder. Or some people had split decision, you know, Daniel Jacobs. Or some people had unanimous decision, Daniel Jacobs. But John Ryder won the fight, in my eyes. From a boxing eye. Punches avoided, punches they missed, punches they avoided, punches they blocked, punches that landed. Excuse me. Punches that were effective, that were accurate, effective punches. Everything landed, blocked, avoided. Okay? I went back. I had a unanimous decision. I had to fight a unanimous decision. John Ryder's won. He was 2 rounds over. 2 rounds over Daniel Jacobs. He won a unanimous decision in my eyes. You know what I'm saying? But it was a great fight, and it was a close fight. You know, it was a close fight, so I'm not mad at people that had it being a close fight. But you know, Daniel Jacobs is one of my favorite middleweights. You know what I'm saying? One of my favorite middleweights. You know, and he went in there and went to war with Daniel Jacobs. You know, I believe like all 3 judges, I think like it was 115, 113. Like, okay, I'm not mad at that. You know what I'm saying? Like, 2 judges. 1 judge had it for Daniel Jacobs, 113, 115. 2 judges had it for John Ryder, 115, 113. You know what I mean? And we know Canelo Álvarez is a monster. We know that Canelo Álvarez is a beast. He's a destroyer. John Ryder is a monster as well, y'all. Stop. Y'all can't. Y'all. I mean, look, Canelo ain't looking He ain't looking past John Ryder. He ain't looking past John Ryder. So I don't know why we should. If Canelo ain't looking past John Ryder, and this is a fight that he has to take. That I know he's taking very serious. He's taking this fight very seriously. Like, he's not playing around. He's training hard. He's preparing. He know this is a very serious, dangerous boxer puncher he up against. You know what I mean? Even like I said, I favorite Canelo to win the fight. You know, but John Ryder is no pushover. You know what I mean? Like, he is no pushover at all. Like, I felt that in a close fight, even though I gave Callum Smith the fight, some people felt that he beat Callum Smith, which is a very dangerous, which is a very dangerous boxer puncher in Callum Smith, one of the Smith brothers. You know what I mean? That was considered at the time the number 1 super middleweight champion, the number 1, the top dog, the champion, the number 1 fighter at the super in the super middleweight division, at super middleweight. The number 1, Callum Smith. John Ryder. A lot of people felt John Ryder beat that guy. Canelo couldn't stop him. John Ryder couldn't stop him. Callum Smith couldn't stop John Ryder. Callum Smith couldn't stop Canelo. Canelo couldn't stop Callum Smith. Style makes fights. I just had to make that quick example. But Callum Smith is a monster. He just went up. I think he, I don't know. He went up to 175 and knocked out a bigger guy, a bigger opponent. And we know that Callum Smith is a natural. He's tall. So I know he was comfortable at 175 or 175, but he's a natural cruiserweight, to be honest with you. But he was struggling and fighting to fighting and struggling to make 168. But he's comfortable at the weight that I believe he belongs at, which is 175. Callum Smith. Much love and respect to Callum Smith. But John Ryder, some people feel John Ryder beat Callum Smith. It was a close fight. I gave it to Callum Smith. I gave him 2 rounds over John Ryder, but it was a very close fight. Very close fight. You know what I'm saying? Very close. One round was very close. It was one round that was very close. But it was one round. Yeah, I had it like 2. It was like one round that I gave to Callum Smith. That was very close between him and John Ryder. But when I went back to rewatch that round, when we went back to rewatch the fight, and I actually edged that round for John Ryder. For Callum Smith. I think he landed 3 more punches over John Ryder to actually win that round. So I had it a unanimous decision for Callum Smith. But it was a close fight. Some people had a unanimous decision for John Ryder. Some people had a split decision for John Ryder. Some people probably even had John Ryder only had Callum Smith winning. Some people had 5 rounds. Some people only probably had him winning 4 rounds. Callum Smith against John Ryder. Some people felt that John Ryder was robbed. But to be honest with you, they're great fighters. All of these guys I just mentioned are great fighters. And since then, John Ryder has been, after Callum Smith, he went on to win a unanimous decision over a fighter, over one fighter, and then turn around, he ends up winning by technical knockout over another fighter, and then turns around, he goes up against one of the best middleweights, one of the best middleweights at the time, pretty much, Daniel Jacobs, and he wins a split decision, which I felt it should have been a unanimous decision, because he clearly won the fight, but it was a close fight. And then after Daniel Jacobs, he goes to fight at the O2 Arena. He goes to fight Zach Parker. You know what I'm saying? So he's been on a 4-win winning streak, and now he landed the Canelo Álvarez fight. It's certain fights that we will get. It's certain fights we will see. People saying, "Oh, after this fight, Canelo needs to fight David Benavidez. If David Benavidez gets past Caleb Plant, it's a possibility we might see that fight next. It's a possibility we might see Canelo Álvarez fight the winner of Plant and David Benavidez. But I wouldn't be surprised if he end up doing business and end up doing a rematch with Bivol before fighting David Benavidez. These fighters are not ducking each other. I'm just tired of these boxing fans saying this fighter's ducking, that fighter's ducking. It's a lot of people in the way of certain fights not being made, or certain fights not happening. They have handlers, they have businessmen that works with them, that deals with them, that handles the paperwork, that handles the contracts, that handles that works with the networks. Not just the fighter. But they got handlers for a reason. They got managers, they got advisors, they got promoters, co-promoters. They got the networks that work with the promoters, and a lot of people that works with those people. You know what I'm saying? And so it's a boxing is a business. You know what I'm saying? It's more of a business than it is a sport nowadays. Just to be honest with you. Even though us boxing fans, we care about the sport. and not the business. We just want to see the best fight the best. So I'm with you guys on that. But saying fighters is ducking, this fighter is ducking, that fighter is ducking. No, y'all gotta understand. Y'all gotta know the full story before you go judging the book by its cover. You gotta know the full story. Fighters, these fighters, they fight. They've been fighting almost their whole lives. Some of these, a high percentage of these fighters, they want to fight. They want to be great. The money, when money start making big money, I understand sometimes the money can captivate the mind, and they want to make bigger money. They want to, what I'm saying, and then they feel like, the people in their ear, they're forcing them to go this route, go that route, take on this channel, to expand or grow a certain fight, let it marinate, whatever, to the fact that, okay, people are really begging, and then it comes a high anticipated matchup. By the time they fight, sometimes it can be late, or sometimes it can be right on time. That's one thing, these fights being late, fighters fighting each other, or a certain fighter might be a certain age, and they feel like the younger fighter might have the advantage, but sometimes don't know that the older fighter might have the experience, and it might be a level, 2 levels above. But anyways, this is a good fight. I don't sleep on John Ryder. Canelo is a great fighter, one of the best fighters in the world, pound for pound. John Ryder is a good opponent. It's a possibility that Canelo could knock him out, could stop him technical knockout, or win a unanimous decision. It's a possibility John Ryder can win a unanimous decision. It's a possibility I don't see Canelo getting knocked out. You know what I'm saying? I just think that he's just too smart, the range generalship. He's a smart, well-calculated fighter. John Ryder is a very well-calculated fighter. Sometimes he can get a little reckless at times, and he don't want to do that against Canelo Álvarez. But I think stylistically, when you combine these two styles, it's a great fight. And I don't think none of you guys need to be sleeping on this fight. So we already know Saul Canelo Álvarez is a Mexican professional boxer who has won multiple world championships in 4 different weight classes, from light middleweight to light heavyweight, including unified titles in 3 of those weight classes, and lineal titles in 2. So listen, we got to understand he's one of the best fighters in the world. People can hate on him, people can dislike the way he's been moving, or he ain't fighting this fight, fighting that fight. But man, y'all forgetting that he got one of the best resumes. You know what I'm saying? Whether we want to come up with excuses, oh, he fought this fighter at a catch weight. Oh, he fought this fighter at a catch weight. Oh, he fought this fighter, he weight drained this fighter. He doing all this. Oh, he did that. But the fighter wasn't complaining. Was the fighter complaining? No, the fighter wasn't complaining. The fighter said he felt great, he felt good. He just came up short. The better man won the fight. They ain't just talking just to be talking, they telling you the truth. When the fighter tells you he feels good, when the fighter tells you that he trained, he worked hard, and he feels good, he ain't making no excuses. So why we making excuses for the fighters? We got to stop doing that. Canelo has beaten Hall of Famers. He has beaten champion after champion. He's beaten some of the best guys out there. You know what I'm saying? Now, yes, he got unfinished business. I agree. There's certain fights we want to see. And we may get those fights. We may get those fights. Canelo's all about fighting the best. Stop playing with Canelo. Stop disrespecting this man. Stop acting like this man ain't gonna fight a tough challenger or a tough opponent. Stop doing that. He's been doing it. Are y'all gonna come at this man and try to hold him accountable or attack him for something he been doing? John Ryder is a great fighter. Don't sleep on John Ryder. This is a great fight. You know what I'm saying? I believe we'll get the Benavidez fight. I believe we will get that fight. I believe, if Benavidez can get past Plant, which that's a very difficult and tough task. Any that's a 50-50 fight for me. You know what I'm saying? But Canelo Álvarez, you know what I mean? You guys be forgetting. Like, you guys be forgetting. You know what I mean? He put himself in position to move how he want to move. You know what I mean? And at the end of the day, yes, y'all like to hold fighters accountable and stuff like that, but y'all forget what they have accomplished inside the ring. You guys forget who the fighters have been up against, or what the fighters have done in the sport. Can we appreciate that? Can we give him credit for that? Can we give him credit for what he's accomplished, what he was able to do in the sport? What other fighter today active boxer today have done what he have done what he have accomplished. You know, I mean, I remember this guy like becoming undisputed and pretty much collecting belts and becoming undisputed, like and being very active, like under 12 months. Tell me what other fighter was doing stuff like that. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, I understand y'all frustration. I understand that you guys gotta have something to talk about. I understand where you guys are coming from, you guys' stance, and how you guys see things, and what you guys are saying when it comes to the best fighting the best. I want the best to fight the best. You know what I'm saying? But I'm going to give Canelo credit for fighting a monster like Gennady Golovkin. I'm going to give him credit for fighting a monster like Dmitry Bivol. I'm going to give him credit for fighting a very slick per boxer puncher like Caleb Plant. I'm going to give him credit for fighting a very slick per boxer puncher like Billy Joe Saunders. I'm going to give him credit for fighting a dangerous monster per boxer puncher like Callum Smith. I'm going to give him credit for fighting a very dangerous fighter, you know what I'm saying, in Sergey Kovalev. I'm going to give him credit for fighting a very dangerous boxer puncher in Daniel Jacobs. I'm going to give him credit, you know what I'm saying, for fighting a very tough Liam Smith. I'm going to give him credit for fighting a fast-handed a veteran like Amir Khan. I'm going to give him credit for fighting a monster like Miguel Cotto. I'm going to give him credit for fighting a monster, a very dangerous boxer puncher, a legend. Matter of fact, the legend Miguel Cotto. I'm going to give him credit for fighting a dangerous boxer puncher like that. I'm going to give him credit for fighting a very dangerous style in a James Kirkland. I'm going to give him credit for fighting a pure boxer puncher in Erislandy Laurel. I'm going to give him credit for fighting one of the greatest boxers to ever step in the ring, Floyd Mayweather Jr. I'm going to give him credit for fighting a pure boxer puncher like Austin Trout. I'm going to give him credit for fighting a very dangerous boxer puncher in Josito Lopez. I'm going to give him credit for fighting a very dangerous boxer puncher in Shane Mosley. I'm going to give him credit for fighting a very dangerous boxer puncher in Kermit Cintron. I'm going to give him credit for fighting a very rugged type technical brawler like Alfonso Gomez. I'm going to give him credit for fighting dangerous fighters. I'm going to give him credit for fighting some of the best. I'm going to give him credit for that. You guys don't have to give him credit, but I know what the kid has accomplished in the boxing. I know what he's done in the sport. I know why he's one of the best pound fighters in the world and became the number one pound for pound. Probably not right now, but still considered as one of the top pound for pound fighters in the world. Still considered as one of the highest paid athletes in combat sports. Hate it or love it, ain't nothing y'all can do about it. You can just talk, but not give credit for what the man has accomplished in the sport. That show love to John Ryder. You know, he's taking on tough fighter after tough fighter after tough fighter. John Ryder is a British professional boxer who has held the WBO interim super middleweight title since 2022, having previously held the WBA interim super middleweight title in 2019. Like, at the end of the day, even what little things these fighters have accomplished, we gotta appreciate that. But y'all counting this man out. Y'all saying he's quick to say a man is a journeyman, a bomb, a cab driver, and stuff like that. What is he? Because he's from the United Kingdom? He's one of the best fighters from over there. Because he's from another country? It's like y'all don't respect fighters from other countries. What is the problem? What is the problem? Oh, y'all want to see another fight other than this fight, but don't know that this is a good fight. But yeah, I know, I get it. Over here, especially over here in America, in certain other countries, certain other places, we want to see Benavidez versus Canelo. I do too. But don't just be blaming the fighters though all the time. Don't just be blaming the fighters that why certain fights can't get made and certain fights can't happen. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all forget how fights get made. But anyways, it's a great fight, and I think it's gonna be entertaining. A very entertaining fight. And y'all up here just discrediting the fight, being mad and feeling some type of way. This fight sold out. I think it's sold out. It's over there in Mexico, May 6th. It's going down. You know what I'm saying? I think it's gonna be a good fight. But yeah, I do want to see Canelo Benavidez, the winner of this fight. I want to see them fight Benavidez. The winner of this fight, I want to see them fight just the best fighting the best. So I'm with y'all 100% on that. But this is a great fight. Stop throwing dirt on this fight. Stop trying to kick this fight to the side. This is gonna be a good fight. I got Canelo, but it's gonna be a good fight. John Ryder can very well win this fight. Boxing is full of surprises. That's what I love about the sport. Andrew Tucker, World, I'm out. Much love and respect.